Hello, everyone. My name is Aiqiong Huang, and thank you for your time to watch our presentation video. Our group members are Aiqiong Huang, Junfeng Yue, Zhiming, Zhang, Shuying Hu, and Baozhu Chen. This presentation is to analyze the leadership style of Elon Musk, who faced the ethical dilemma of the self-driving vehicles in Tesla company, the leader's decision of the dilemmas, the impact of a leader's choice on this organization, as well as the recommendation to improve the future of similar events. We will separate this presentation in 5 sessions, and each of us will present 1 session according to below contents. Next, I would like to brief some background of the Tesla company and the leader Elon Musk. Tesla is an automotive and energy company founded in 2003 by Martin Eberhard and Mark Tappany. In 2020, Tesla sold 4,099 53.5 vehicles and became the most popular EV manufacturer. Tesla's revenue has been rose to $23,823 million in 2021 from only $15 million in 2008. As you can see, Tesla has been growing dramatically and will continue to thrive in a big way. Tesla's mission is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. Elon Musk is a South African-born American entrepreneur and businessman. He shows his talent for entrepreneurship early and developed his first computer games at the age of 12. In the 1990s, he founded 2 technology startup companies, including the web software firm and online banking company that eventually became PayPal. In 2008, Elon Musk became the company's CEO, and he's also the founder of SpaceX now. Elon Musk ran as the world's richest person with a net worth of about $215 billion, which is tens of millions more than his nearly rival. Elon Musk sets his goal on the nearly impossible, including establishing a colony on Mars or create underground hyperloops that travel at 600 miles per hour other than the self-driving vehicle car. I would like to talk about the ethical dilemma and ethical leadership. An ethical dilemma is a situation when it is very difficult to make the decision between 2 options, which there's no absolute right or wrong from an ethical prospect. Knowledge of the ethics guides the leaders to make decisions and respond when facing with the difficult choices. We can also learn from dilemmas. Ethical leaders think about the long-term consequence and benefits for the organization. Leaders influence ethical values of an organization through their behavior and serve as a role model for their followers. Tesla will have the self-driving vehicles without the need for people behind the wheel around May 2023. But is it really safe to have the self-driving vehicle to take the full control of the driving? Or who takes the full responsibility when there's an accident? So there are 2 options. Option 1, accept the self-driving vehicles. This fits the company's interest and goal. Option 2, reject self-driving vehicle. This meets the humanitarian standard. Therefore, whether Tesla accepts self-driving vehicle is the ethical dilemma. Thank you for watching. Next, I would like to pass to Junfeng Yue.
Thank you, Ivy. I'm Junfeng Yue. Now I'm going to talk about the 5 leadership styles, situational theory, and some of the differences against the behavioral theory. Here are the 5 leadership styles: authoritarian, participative, delegative, transactional, and transformational leadership. Elon Musk is more of a visionary leader, also a vision to make the objectives. He side control and inspire his followers with this. From the analysis, we can see that he has more transformational leadership styles. This has resulted him to be able to come up with incredible innovative ideas, to continue to introduce new features and improve the functionality of Tesla self-driving vehicles and improve users' experience and satisfaction. The situational theory development by Hershey and Blanchard in 1969 provides an understanding of the effectiveness of leadership and that leadership should be adapted depending on the situation and the level of development of the team members. It's worth mentioning that the main idea of the theory is that there's no specific leadership style that every team should follow. It all depends on the situation itself. Effective leaders will take all variables into consideration, then adjust their leadership style. The leader's effectiveness depends on the right approach, and the follower's maturity is the main factor when deciding what kind of leadership style. The leader should adopt and it consists of contentment and ability. The main difference between behavioral theory and situational theory is that behavioral theory focuses on the way leader act, whereas situational theory talks about leadership style should match the situation. With behavioral theory, the behavior of the leaders has a massive impact on the outcome of task or project. But in situational theory, it's the situation that usually determines the kinds of behavior the leader should act. For example, if the rest of the team are most task-oriented, then the leader might perform behaviors like defining rules and establish goals, and supportive behaviors might include guiding the team to feel comfortable with fellow team members. Another difference is leadership skills can be acquired. It's not something that people originally born with. And because of this, anyone can become an effective leader if they can understand and implement the behavioral. However, situational theory believes that great leaders are the ones who can adapt their style according to the situations, also more flexible. Now, I would like to pass it on to Zhiming, who will talk about the situational model.
Thank you, Junfeng. I think we should first step back and understand what Elon Musk's leadership style is, that we can better understand the leadership style he uses in ethical dilemmas. And first, leadership style is a behavior pattern used by an individual in order to influence a group of people to achieve a common goal. It includes both direct task behaviors and supportive relationship behaviors. And the development level of followers is divided into 4 sections based on different levels of competence and commitment. According to our comparisons, the development level of employees in Tesla is competence ranging from moderate to high with variable commitment, because Elon Musk challenged Tesla's people leaders to hire good people who have high qualifications and requirements, and most of them are experienced automotive engineering and manufacturing experts. To correspond employees' development level, Elon Musk's leadership style is supportive. He often sends emails to employees to encourage them, and they also provide technological advancements to equip their employees with the best. Using the situational leadership model 2, we concluded that the primary leadership style using Elon Musk is highly supportive and low directive behavior, while the followers' development level is at D3 level. And now, I will share the strengths and weaknesses of Musk's leadership style, and they are divided into following aspects. About his strengths, Elon Musk uses words to motivate employees by praised for working with their creativity in email. And Tesla has a variety of ways to provide technological advancements to equip their employees with the best. So they are free to exercise their productivity. And anyone in Tesla should email or call a person they believe will solve the problem. And Elon Musk encourages first to improve customers' feedback and strives for perfection. About his weakness, Elon Musk sets the most aggressive schedule and assumes everyone can work harder to meet expectation, and he doesn't intentionally seek out diversity. Males dominate key decision-making position at Tesla. The lack of female perspective due to Musk also means missed opportunities. In micromanagement, he often sets expectation high and makes decisions without consulting others, which affect his employees' decision-making power. When dealing with the ethical dilemma, Elon Musk accepted self-driving vehicles, which concerns passenger safety and privacy. Elon Musk's situational leadership is supportive. He encourages employees to communicate directly with the supervisor via email to improve efficiency. And Musk provides regular technical and safety training to employees by establishing learning centers and focusing on hiring good employees who have a good understanding of risk management at the plant. And this approach has a positive impact on the organization, which helps reduce the chance of vehicle incidents. And now, I will share the impact of leadership style on the organization. Elon Musk has the ability to think at a systems level of design, and to bring design, technology, and business together takes much confidence, and it comes from the ability to take crazy risks with his leadership style. He inspires his employees, allowing them to think beyond the box, to freely discuss their ideas. And Tesla has high standards for the workforce. So it established the learning center to keep personnel up to date on the cutting-edge technological abilities required to build their highly specialized vehicles. The downside of leadership is that the followers will be forced to work for long hours in extremely high-pressure environments, which increase the risk of workplace injuries. And some Tesla workers argue that the company's treatment of injured workers discourages them from reporting their injuries. If workers are assigned to light duty work because of injury, they are paid a lower wage as well as supplemental benefits from workers' compensation insurance. And no one wants to take a pay cut because of an injury. So everyone forces themselves to work through it. So this is end of my part. I will hand it over to my group members, Shuying. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, Zhiming. I'm Shuying Hu. First, I analyze Elon Musk by Pascal. Elon Musk has two Pascals, supportive leadership and participant leadership. For example, as Zhiming mentioned, in response to the high injury rate at Tesla's factory, Elon Musk once sent an email to employees. For this email, we can see this conclusion. Elon Musk wants to make employees' job safer and requires leaders to highlight their subordinates' welfare and needs. At the same time, he encouraged subordinates to speak up and participate in decision-making. Elon Musk realized that his employees are his most valuable asset. This is necessary for his organization to achieve its growth and solve Tesla's ethical dilemma. Next, we introduce the ethical theory. Ethical theories fall into two parts, conduct and character. Here, we will look at Elon Musk through the lens of leadership conduct theory. There are three different approaches to making decisions regarding moral conduct: ethical egoism, utilitarianism, and altruism. First, if Elon Musk's moral decision is based on the ethical egoism, Tesla will accept self-driving vehicles because self-driving vehicles are destined to become a popular trend. Whether it is family cars or freight cars, it will bring significant change. Doing so would be in Tesla's best interest. Second, if Elon Musk's moral decisions are utilitarian in nature, Tesla believes that self-driving vehicles and conventional vehicles would be developed concurrently. Therefore, the interest of company and the majority of people can be projected. Finally, if Elon Musk's ethical decision actually, Tesla should be reject self-driving vehicles as a result of this evolution. Not only technical but also legal problems have risen, despite of a lot of people. However, if Elon Musk takes a different approach to determine whether Tesla requires self-driving vehicles, it will have an impact in many areas. As a result, I will list the two effects of operations. The first is a great image of Tesla. If Elon Musk chooses a moral ethical egoism, Tesla self-driving vehicles project is consistent with the Tesla great position for technological evolution. It will be different from traditional car makers. However, if Elon Musk takes utilitarianism and altruism, Tesla's brand image cannot be unique. The second effect is one of the axes. If Elon Musk chooses ethical egoism, With the development of self-driving vehicles, the role of the driver is gradually transferred from human driver to AI assistant, and the risk object is also shifted. And if Elon Musk takes a utilitarian and altruism moral view, it is not a universal. Traditional cars are also required, because while the UK was the first country in the world to pass the self-driving vehicles and the Electric Vehicle Act, it means that not every country has law. The above is all my content. Please continue to introduce Baozhu for you. Thank you.
Thanks, Shuying. This is Baozhu Chen. I would like to start from some key points. Conclusion. As my teammate mentions that Elon Musk takes a transformational and transitional leadership style to lead Tesla. By analysis, we have found this leadership style is very supportive. Elon Musk is humble and welcomes all suggestions, so his team is inspired and can improve their capabilities. Elon Musk follower belongs to D3 level, which have high competence and variable commitment. With Musk's unique leadership style, Tesla becomes one of the top innovative companies in the world. In self-driving technologies is in a leading position. However, the ethical dilemma Elon Musk and Tesla are facing is whether to use self-driving technologies for the benefit of the company or not use self-driving technologies for the safety of passengers. Options and consequences of the decision. Faced with such an ethical dilemma, Elon Musk has two options. Option one is to continue to develop self-driving technologies, which can meet the interests and goals of the company, maintain Tesla's leading position. Option two is to drop self-driving technologies and put consumer safety first. However, option two does not fit the company's goals. Elon Musk has a bigger plan for humans' world. Tesla will not stop developing self-driving technologies, which also benefits the company's research and innovations in long term. By taking this option, he has granted hundreds of millions of friends, acquire large market share, and make a fortune. However, as Tesla is by far the first and only company to prove self-driving technologies in automobile industry, Elon Musk face ethical challenges and risks. Any failure, such as more fatal accident because of self-driving, will have large impacts, such as lawsuits and huge liability against the company. Recommendation on solving ethical dilemma. We have two parts of a suggestion for Elon Musk. First part is about solving ethical dilemma. Second part is about leadership. First, to solve the ethical dilemma faced by Elon Musk, traffic law, including road rules and liabilities, to be considered to revive. When self-driving and human driving cars are both on the road, then assuming the goals of the past perfect world is all cars are driving and there's no human driver, by that time, a citywide or nationwide traffic system will begin function in terms of passenger safety, energy efficiency, and conservation. Also, all self-driving cars designed and built by different companies should be compatible. Privacy is always important, such as road destinations should be kept priority. Second, we suggest Elon Musk take a new approach on leadership when dealing ethical dilemma, which is far above the technical challenge or marketing strategy he and Tesla have ever confirmed before. Given the extent of complexity and significance of the ethical dilemma, Elon Musk should hire professionals and cooperative leaderships in migration of world public impacts over the ethical dilemma. Transfer this challenge into opportunities and strengths of the company. Below are some references. That's the end of our speech. Thanks for listening.